How to be successful in life. So let we can see together 3 life-changing tips. What is success to you? How to be successful in life? To some, when they think of success, they imagine words. Others want power. Some just want to make a positive impact on the world. All of that are perfectly valid. Indeed, success is a concept that means different things to different peoples. So, no matter what success is to you, it is almost certainly is not something will come easily. There are countless guides and books to being successful. However, as a success is a personal and unique to each individual, the advice contained in those books can often not be relevant. Therefore, following the advice of a single individual can often be unhelpful. Within this mind, considering the advice of a great many people whose ideas of success were different both to each other and quite possibly to you can be a good alternatives. What follows is a list of 13 of the best pieces of advice from some of the most successful people who have ever lived. If you want to learn how to be successful, these 3 steps are essentials. Number 1. Think big. The greatest danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and falling short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving our mark. There are a few artists as influential as Michelangelo, today centuries after his death. His work still inspires and connects to people. His work is world famous. Just think of his statue of David or the mural in the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican. Imagine then if he decided not to work as an artist. Being a successful artist has always been extremely difficult. Imagine if he decided to give up this ambition in your favor of something easier. Oftentimes, people often decide to put their dreams aside for something more realistic. To give up their dream for something easier, this quite teaches us the danger of such a point of view instead of be ambitious. Number 2, find what you love to do and do it. You know you are on the road to success if you would do your job and not be paid for it. This is a good quote to remember and think about when you are at work. Imagine being as successful as possible is your current job. Ultimately, you will probably find yourself working extremely hard, and it will take up much of your time. If it is a job you hate, then being successful at it might only mean filling your life with something you hate to do. What's the sense in this? Instead, why you not focus on doing something you love? When you have found what you are passionate about, you get the motivation to keep you moving. Success at this means the fulfillment of your dreams. Not sure what your passion is yet, you should learn about this motivation engine first. Even if you are not successful, you still fill your time with something you love to do. Many successful musicians spend years of their lives doing unpaid performances. The only reason they keep playing was because they loved to perform. Number 3. Learn how to balance life. There is an immutable conflict at work, in life, and in business, a constant battle between peace and choice. Neither can be mastered, but both can be influenced. How you go about that is the key to success. All too often people think that to be successful they need to make the object of their success their life. If a person thinks their job will lead them to success, then they may spend countless hours per day and well into the evening working hard. However, this comes as a cost of rest. You're healthy and having an enjoyable life. Ultimately, they may burn out and cease to be successful as their job anyway. If success comes from having a strong social life and a good group of friends, their job may suffer, meaning that they may lose their job. and then be unable to afford going out with friends. In this way, success, as Phil Knight says above, is helped by balance. Think of it as a balance between rest and work, or work and play. Number 4. Do not be afraid of failures. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. There is a story, it is unconfirmed whether it actually happened, yet the message within is nonetheless true. Thomas Edison inventing the light bulb was the result of several hundred failed attempts. In an interview, he was asked, "How do you feel after all of your failed attempts?" His response was great. "I don't fail. I learned hundreds of ways not to invent the light bulb." He saw each failure as a lesson. From that lesson, he learned what won't work and also made work instead. Each failed attempt, each rejection, were kept step on his path to success. It is easy to feel like you should give up after the failures, but perhaps in that. Number 5. Have an unwavering resolution to succeed. I made a resolve then that I was going to amount to something if I could, and no hard nor amount of labor nor amount of money would deter me from giving the best that there was in me, and I have done that ever since, and I win by it I know. This in many ways relates the above quote about learning from your failures. It is the easiest thing in the world to give up from failures. The only way to push on is if you have the true burning desire to succeed, not to be moved or dissuaded from your goals. If you are not truly dedicated toward success, then each failure will hurt more and each setback will slow you down. Success is hard. Without the unwavering desire to succeed, this difficulty may seem insurmountable. With the desire, it is merely an obstacle to go through. Number 6. Be a person of actions. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment really are sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. Thought it was said hundreds of years ago. It works just as much today as it ever had. It applies to literally any successful person. Think about it. Picture someone like William Shakespeare. When we think of time he lived in, we think of the time in a way shaped by him. When we think of Renaissance early Italy, we think of Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, or think about the present day Bill Gates or Steve Jobs. Our current way of life would simply be incomparably different if they don't accomplish what they do. You are probably reading this. Don't be afraid of going outside the norm. If you can think of better way to do something, do it that way. If you fail, try again. Cultivate positive relationship. So, the most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. The best leaders and some of the most influential people are the Theodore Roosevelt is one of the best leaders and one of the most influential people to have lived. We are not those who cause commissions. We fought with people or disregarded people, but we were people who were friendly to those around them. People like them. They want them to do well. This is the key to good relationship. It is logical. If someone likes you, they want to help you. If you give them suggestions, they will gladly follow through with them. But if someone does not like you, they may either refuse to help you or actively get in your ways. What's more, it is always a good idea to cultivate a good relationship. You can never tell who will prove to become someone who will be able to help you in a big way, or even be a good and supportive friend. As such, help people and they may help you, and be good to people and they may be good to you. Number 8. Don't be afraid to introducing new ideas. A person with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds. It is an unfortunate truth that those with boldest ideas are often disregarded. Most of us are taught from an early age to think and do things similar to everyone else. This can be a great to feel an exciting role, but not truly do something. And on all successful people did things differently. You need to think differently. If you have a new idea, don't throw it away because it is a new and different. Instead, celebrate it. Your strange new idea may one day be the one that leads you to success. Number 9, believe in your capacity to succeed. Success has to be something you can imagine yourself achieving. It is possible that you will come across those who doubt you and your ability to succeed. You must not become one of those people, because the moment you cease believing and dreaming is the moment that those dreams fell away. Keep dreaming. Number 10, always maintain a positive mental attitude. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goals. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. Like the above quote says, you need to trust in your ability to succeed. This is the only way to cultivate the right mindset. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. You need to approach problems not as obstacles stopping you, but merely tasks that need to be completed for you to keep going. Number 11, don't let discouragement stop you from pressing on. Let no feeling of discouragement prey upon you, and in the end you are sure to succeed. It is unfortunate fact of human nature. All of us in some way doubt ourselves. This can be made for far worse if others doubt us too. 12, be willing to work hard. Unless you are willing to drain yourself in your work beyond the capacity of average man, you are just not cut out for position at the top. You may have heard the quote that success is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration, or you may have heard about 10,000 hours ideas. Whichever way you frame it, they say one thing is true success comes from work. You will never become successful if you don't work toward your goal in life and keep working towards. Number 13, the end one. Be brave enough to follow your intuitions and have the courage to follow your heart and intuitions. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything is earth secondary. In ancient Greece, there was a group of oracles who lived in Delphi. Everyone who needed advice or to know their future visited them, from the poorest of society to kings, above the doorway of a temple where the world now yourself. If you strongly believe and desire something, chance or not are that you already have an idea how to get there. If not, you may irrationally know what things will help you and what things will slow you down. It's like how your body can detect danger even when things seem. Ultimately, then you need to trust your own instincts. Final thought. What you might have not noticed is that many of the above lessons are similar. Most are about developing the right state of mind. This clearly says that the key to achieving success in whatever you wish comes down to the way you approach it mentally. Moreover, no matter what stage of life you are at now, you can still make a difference and pursue success.